Yo, what is going on, Nintendo enthusiasts? Welcome to your Sunday night Class vs. Crass Nintendo podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Jason Lapine, and the man stuck in the 90s, Sean Long, joining me as always.
Hello.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm very hot. Thank you for
I
asking.
was just about to point out, you seem to be warm over there.
Well, my air isn't working and it won't be fixed until tomorrow.
Don't you have a fan?
That doesn't mean shit, okay? I sweat when it's like 65 out. My armpits are dripping sweat.
It's all that hot air coming out of you.
Pretty much.
So, if this is your first time joining us on Class vs. Crass, welcome. It's a 1 hour podcast where we talk about Nintendo stuff for 1 hour long. And we have a format. We usually go over what we've been playing over the past week. Then we go into some Nintendo headlines. And finally, we wrap it all up with the Nintendo Lightning Round. That's where we take your user questions, topics, and we bounce it around for discussion. Tonight, we're going to do it a little bit differently. We've got a special theme. Tonight's the episode where we give out our Nintendo E3 predictions. So tonight, we're only focusing on Nintendo. We're going to do another episode, maybe in 2 weeks, where we go over all of our E3 predictions, which will include Xbox, PlayStation, and everybody. So tonight, Nintendo only. So do join us for that. And we've got tons of codes to give away tonight. So we are going to be giving away codes throughout the hour for a game called Cube Life, which is like a Minecraft looking game where you shoot people. It's like a first person shooter slash voxel. And it's for the Wii U. We've got North American and European codes, so everybody can jump in. And how are we going to give these away? Trivia. Let's give one away right now. Just let's get the show started for all the early viewers. Give you guys a chance to win a code. Sean, got an idea? Something very easy. I don't care.
Um, how many bits was the Virtual Boy?
That's a good one. That is a good one. Sup, Tony?
I'll eyeball. Let's see who gets it first.
All right. And we're going to have to do things differently because I've learned that YouTube no longer allows me to message people on YouTube. It's like they've just taken that feature away or they've hidden it very well. So if you do win a code, either follow myself, Sean, or the Nintendo Enthusiast account either on Facebook or Twitter and just be like, hey, I won the code. I'm going to be taking a note down of who won. And we'll give you your code through social media because YouTube is unreliable.
Rising Storm.
It was 32 bits.
Yeah.
Nice. So, Rising Storm, you win a code for Cube Life on your Wii U. So, message either myself, Sean, or the Nintendo Enthusiast account on any social media of your choice. And let us know what region you need a code for, if you either need a European eShop code or a North American one. Rising Storm. And we've got tons of these codes, so we're going to be giving a bunch out. So, do stay with us throughout the night. All right, let's get started. So we usually go with what have you been playing? So Sean, what have you been playing this past week?
Not a whole lot, honestly. I've been playing a lot of Sega stuff. But today I played Kamiko pretty much this afternoon. Fun little game.
What is that one? I just learned about this today as I put Indie Corner together, but elaborate for us.
So it's like a top down sort of I guess kind of stylized after Zelda, but not really. It's more of just like a straight up action game with minimal puzzles. But I mean, it's only like $5. Pretty cheap and pretty fun for what you get. So I enjoyed it.
Awesome. And that's it?
I mean that's pretty much it, man.
Oops.
On the Nintendo. Well, actually, no. I've been playing Contra on Game Boy.
Contra on the original Game Boy?
Yeah, because I got that GB Boy Color thing, and
GB Boy Color.
Color. It has a U in it. You got to pronounce the U, and it has built-in games, and so I'm not trying to generate a lot of heat in my house right now, and that runs on batteries. So I've just been playing that. It's actually really fun. I'm surprised at how good it is. Yeah, it's more fun than it has any business to be.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that you haven't had the chance to play Mario Kart 8 yet. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
No, because Amazon decided to screw me over. Thanks, Amazon.
What did they do?
Thanks. They didn't. It's release day. I'm guaranteed release day at my house.
Right.
And then I came home and there was no game. And then it said it would be here at 8:00, and I was like, okay. And then I looked again, and then it said it would be here Monday, and I was like, come on.
There should, if that is a guarantee, there should be something. If it doesn't happen,
Well,
right?
I think it's because it's like the greatest selling game ever or something, and blah blah blah. So I think they oversold. I don't know. I mean, between that and not having air, I was just like, okay, I'm just ready to get this weekend over. Let's just.
Do you have a basement?
No.
Because I'm wondering how many corpses are hidden, stashed away in your backyard right now.
No, there's several.
Okay.
It hasn't been a great weekend.
Can imagine. Cool. Well, on my end, I've played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe a little bit. I played a bunch on Meme Mansion with James over there. So that's online if you guys want to check that out. Really, I've only played Battle Mode. I think I've done one cup so far. And Battle Mode has been what I've been spending the most time on. And I really wish you had played it so that we could talk about Battle Mode. Because it's way more than what's advertised. You're getting almost an entirely different game here with Battle Mode. You could just play Battle Mode, and it's just as fun as just doing the racing parts.
That's pretty much what I plan on doing.
So yeah, I played some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm not sure if I did this before last week or in the last week, but I finished Blaster Master Zero. But I got the bad ending. Have you beaten it?
Yes.
The good ending or the bad ending?
Good.
Oh, so you got 100% completion.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what the bad ending is?
No.
Okay. I don't really want to spoil it for anybody, but it's super depressing. So I have to go back and collect everything. Then what else have I been playing? I've been dabbling a lot with the Blizzard stuff. Like I've been wanting to play new games, but I don't want to pay for it. So I've been hooked on Hearthstone again, dabbling in that. And recently, Blizzard has released the Heroes of the Storm 2, which is a MOBA and I'm not usually into those types of games, but this is the only one that I can dabble in. But as soon as I play against like other human players, I suck. I'm just terrible. And
I have no idea what you're talking about. MOBA. I don't know what a MOBA is.
Multi-online battle arena.
Okay.
So the style of game is like you have a map, and you have a team on each side of the map with your base, and then you have like troops that are infinitely being spawned to attack the other base, right? And then you control like a hero or a general, and there's like 5 human players, and basically you have to attack. There's 3 paths that you can attack at. And you basically have to kill the other the other minions that are coming at you, the other heroes, and you have to damage. And it's like a balancing game, and you're always trying to tilt the battle into your favor until you can put enough pressure and destroy the other person's base.
Mm-hmm.
If I am wrong in that description, let me know. That's how I've always described it to everybody. And yes, I played that, and I think that's all. It's been I didn't play too much on that, but Mario Kart 8, I mean that was a worthwhile one to discuss.
That's all you really need.
In the last week, yeah. So do you want to do headlines now, or do you want to get right into the E3 predictions right away?
That's just the E3, man.
Go right into the E3 stuff. All right. So tonight, guys, we're doing Nintendo E3 stuff. We've formatted it in a way to have a little bit of fun with it. So we broke it down into three lists. So we're going to go first with the boring ones. So these are 5 most likely predictions. So based on all the factors, everything that's been said, these are the 5 things that Sean and I think will most likely be at E3 for Nintendo. We haven't compared our lists, so this is going to be revealed in real time. Then we're going to be talking about the 5 things which would be awesome, but highly improbable. Like these are probably impossible predictions. And then we're going to do 5 more of what we really want to see, which is in the realm of possibility. So 15 predictions, both sides between Sean and I. That's 30. Join us. Let's have fun with this. So let's start off with the 5 most likely.
Why do you keep saying join us?
Join us.
It's
Join
like
us.
the third
Have fun.
time you
Let's
said
play.
join us. Like they've already joined us. They're already here.
They need to join us so hard. Let's start with you. What's your number 1 now? 5 most likely. Join us.
Am I doing the 5th most likely or the 1st most likely?
I didn't rank them, so just go with.
Mine are ranked.
You ranked?
So I'm going. Yes. Mario or Rabbids X Mario is my number 5.
Okay.
And that would be the crossover game. I think it's going to be revealed. I think you're going to see possibly a release this year on it. And yeah, I think that's a safe bet.
Ooh, what is this? Go away.
What?
I'm getting a Windows feature update pop up. Like, just get out of here.
Perfect.
So that's also on my list. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It has a name now. Do you want to share why you think it's likely?
I'm pretty sure I already. Oh, because of I have a source, and my source says that there's box art and screenshots and all sorts of stuff already. So it's legit, unfortunately, but it is legit.
And I talked to you, so same reason. All right, I'll do my number 4 then, which Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. I think it's going to take a big chunk of the show. They're going to show us what's actually in the season pass that many of us have bought.
That's fair. That's fair. My number 4 is the Xenoblade delay. I'm telling you, people, it's coming. Hell, that game release. You can't. It's not going to release this year. It is a massive scale RPG, and it's not going to release this year.
What if it's not?
I don't believe it.
What if it's not a massive scale RPG?
Then it wouldn't be called Xenoblade. It's literally Xenoblade 2. It's a sequel. It has to be massive.
If you didn't see trailers, Metroid Prime, to play devil's advocate, Metroid Prime Federation Force, you could say, oh, it's a sequel to Metroid Prime.
But we saw trailers, and we've seen trailers of both games.
Anyway, it's on my list too. It's on my list too, but I didn't put it as a delay yet. I think we're going to see it, and it's probably going to be playable at E3.
All right. My number 3 would be Virtual Console / online plans detailed.
That's a good one. That's not on my list. Anything specific you think that's going to be described?
That kind of plays into another one of my answers.
Okay.
So I won't really elaborate. I think you'll see what it's going to be about.
Okay. So my number. Oh, I have 6 on my list. Okay, that's why I'm confused. My number 3. Mario Odyssey is going to be a given. It's going to probably be one of the star jewels of the show floor. I expect you're going to see a big Mario Odyssey prop set decor. It's going to be the one with the most units on set.
Yeah, that was actually my number 1.
Okay.
Lots of Mario. So I guess I'll do my number 2, and that'll be surprise third-party stuff. I think you're going to see a good bit of third-party stuff at this year's E3 because of the fact that the system has been doing very well. It's not very hard to port things. I mean, the Snake Pass people did it in a week. So, I mean, as long as you're using a somewhat compatible engine, it should be, a no-brainer. And that also goes into some other things, specific things for the things that I want. But yeah, so I'll leave it open-ended for now.
All right. Okay. Since I have 6 on here, I'll just wrap them all up. So I think Fire Emblem Warriors is going to be playable. We're going to get more information on that because so far we've gotten very little. And Smash Brothers for Switch, I believe, is going to be unveiled. Not sure if they're going to make it a holiday release or if they're going to make it a winter release, but it's going to be within the year. Is in my most likely. Do you have anything else on your list for most likely?
No, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Ready for another giveaway?
Sure.
All right. Giving away another code for Cube Life on the Wii U, North America, or European code. Do you have a trivia piece? Again, I don't care. Make it easy.
Which pizza place am I going to order pizza from after the show?
Is it a franchise or a local?
It's a franchise.
Okay. Worldwide?
Yeah, I think they're worldwide.
Hope so. Then do you want to do, once we pick our winner, do you want to get into the 5 awesome impossible predictions?
Yes.
All right. While we do that and while we wait for the winner, let's look at some comments. We got Nintendo Love saying, Zeno, it's coming.
Cybermat wins.
Cybermat?
Yeah.
Domino's? No, that's Jack.
No. Cybermat said Papa John's.
I don't see it.
How do you not see
Oh,
this right below Jack Gates? Is your computer-
it just showed up.
Shit? Like, what the hell?
I guess so. It just showed up. All right.
I see a million answers.
Okay. Cybermat, send me, reach out to us on social media, Nintendo Enthusiast account, myself or Sean. Say that you won the code on Class vs. Crass, and we'll send you one. And let us know what region you're in. Papa John. I don't think we have one of those out here.
No, they have them in Canada.
Do they?
Yeah. Papa John's Canada. I'm looking right at it.
You make me want some pizza now. Papa John.
All right, so you starting off this?
Yeah, I just want to see if I have some of this Papa John in my city. Doesn't look like it, though.
Locations.
No.
What's your postal code?
I'm not telling you my postal code. No, it's not. It doesn't exist out here.
I'm not telling you my postal code. Okay.
What?
This is a weird thing to say.
Stinky Burner, no, you didn't win. Cybermat won. All right, let's go into our 5 awesome but unlikely predictions. I'll start off with Pokemon MMO on the Switch. Everybody wants it. It would be awesome. It would print money, but I don't think it's happening.
All right. Mine is Metroid this year.
Ooh. Really? You think that's impossible?
A Metroid game this year. Yes. Impossible.
Unlikely, but not impossible.
Impossible.
Unforgiven says, I don't think Papa John exists in Canada. So
it does. I just looked it up. They
What's-
have a Canadian website.
Do they have one in Toronto?
PapaJohns.ca.
Really?
I don't know. You won't give me your zip code because you're a bitch.
It's called a postal code out here. So you said, sorry, Metroid this year.
Metroid this year.
All right. My next prediction is, which would be kind of awesome but impossible, is either Call of Duty or Battlefront on Switch. Just don't see
You
it
think
happen.
that's impossible? Okay.
More than
Call of
Metroid
Duty's-
this year. Yeah.
Call of Duty's coming. Call of Duty is coming.
Whoa, you think Call of Duty is coming on the Switch this... What?
Yeah, it is.
You got a source?
It is. I don't need a source
Why wouldn't they have announced it
is.
then?
because they're gonna do it at E3, dingus.
Why?
That's
Why
gonna
wait?
be one of the third-party games because they always do this shit. They always do this. Yes, with the Nintendo systems. It'll be on the Switch. There's too much money on the table, and Activision won't pass up that money.
There isn't that much money.
Yeah, there really is.
By the end of this year, where do you put Switch units at? Maybe just under 10 million?
Roughly.
And you really think that they're going to make a decent attach rate to COD?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right.
My number 4 is kids games only on the 3DS.
That's very broad.
I don't care. I want the 3DS to not get any more good games.
So when you say kids games, so like no more 10 plus games, like
I
10
want
plus.
crappy. I want crappy, cheap games on the 3DS from now on. Don't stop wasting time with it. It's done. It's lived its life. It's like almost 7 years old next year. No, stop. The technology you tapped out. You tapped out your resources on that system within the first 2 years.
Yeah.
So, I just think I think it's time to move on from it. As far as big AAA games.
Be nice. My next one is I put these together: Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 7 on Switch.
Ugh, why would you want that?
I would love it, especially after we saw how good Breath of the Wild plays as a console and on the go. I think Final Fantasy 7 and Kingdom Hearts 3 could have that same magic if done right. So I want those games.
My number 3 is a Resident Evil 2 remake on the Nintendo Switch.
Isn't there a buzz of that happening?
There's always been buzz of that happening, but nothing ever happened. Ever since they remade 1 on the GameCube back in, 05, there's been buzz. There's been buzz for like 12 years about that.
Oh. And nothing?
But, nothing. I mean, supposedly it's being worked on, maybe. I don't know. But that's something I would like to see. I think that would be sweet.
Still looking at this Papa John business.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll go with my number 2, and that will be the relaunch of the Virtual Boy.
No, nobody wants that.
It's not about what anyone wants. It's about awesome things that aren't going to happen.
Okay. What?
Nothing. I would love to see a full relaunch of the Virtual Boy. New games. It's a great system, man. It's a great system.
Yeah, it's a little far from me.
Oh, but there is one.
It's 30 minutes away.
Oh, but there is one.
There is one. There's two, but they're both a half hour away. Oh, there's another one. Also a half hour away. Oh. I'm right in the middle. There's a triangle of 3 Papa Johns, and I'm in the middle.
It's a Triforce.
The worst spot. Sorry, what was your last thing you said?
The Virtual Boy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, my number 4, wherever we're at, number 2, a Donkey Kong game featuring the Kremlins as the villains.
Okay,
but licensing issues, so I don't see that happening.
That's fair. All right, and my number 1 is something I think everyone. I mean, there's really no chance of it happening, but I think, you want to move Switch units, you want to move software, like this is it.
Okay.
And it's so obvious, It's like one of those things where you're like, oh my god, this is so obvious, yet they're not doing it, and it's crazy. That would be RGT85, the video game remastered for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, God.
That, my friend, is a gold mine. And the fact that this isn't being pursued, it's a shame. It's an honest shame, but maybe it will happen, and maybe everyone will finally get to be happy for once in life. But we'll see. We'll see.
Why can't I mute you? My number 1, and this would actually move units, unlike RGT85, would be if they could get either Hearthstone or Rocket League on the Switch.
Rocket League has a chance. Hearthstone, who cares?
Well,
God,
as someone who used to be addicted to it, fell out of it, and got hooked on it again recently, I think it has a second win. It could have a second win on Switch. I mean, if you're going to put Monopoly on the Switch, you could put Hearthstone. Come on.
Monopoly sounds more fun to me.
Well, that's because you haven't tried Hearthstone. Have you ever played any kind of card games, like in the vein of Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering?
I played one thing in Magic the Gathering, and I was like, this kind of sucks. I don't want to play it again.
How long ago was that?
Like 2 years ago.
Oh, what color deck were you playing?
Okay, let's get out of here. I don't know what color of dick I was playing with. Deck, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Okay. Let's give away another code. Very easy trivia. What was the release date of the... What was the release date of the Game Boy Color in Japan? The date.
How is that easy?
Because you just Google it and you get an answer.
Wow. See, like, we got 2 potential sales for RGT 85 on the Switch. Don't be jealous, Jason. You were in You had Tiny Galaxy. That was your baby.
Oh my god. I was a side character. I was a tutorial character, and you couldn't even tell it was me.
You were the first character you saw. You had personality.
I was very blockheaded. And this is a code giveaway for Cube Life.
James Yoder said 1997.
It's not
October 21st, 98.
Who said that?
Seb High Def, October 21st, 98.
There it is. Seb High Def gets the code.
He's good at the Googling.
He is. It's all about the Google speeds. Seb High Def, reach out to us on social media, either Sean, myself, or Nintendo Enthusiast, Facebook or Twitter. Let us know what region of code you need, whether it's a North American.
Please don't bother me.
And we'll send you your code right after the show.
Oh, Rising Storm sent us a tweet on Twitter, so make sure you get up with him.
Right after the show. All right, and now our last 5 predictions of E3. These are the 5 things that we want to see. And I will start because you've named one already, and that is the full details of Nintendo's online service. I want everything laid out. I want to know what I'm getting into this fall.
Okay. My number 5 is Xenoblade not being delayed. It will be delayed, but I would like to see it not delayed.
That's a good one. How far did you play the last one, by the way, on the Wii U?
I played it far too much.
Really? Because you were hooked on that.
And I didn't. Yeah, and I never finished it because I started dicking around and doing side quests, and then I just became addicted to doing side quests. And then I tried to play it like a couple months ago, and I had no idea what was going on. And I was like, well, we reached our ending point with this game.
Hey, Magic Tech Review is using the Super Chat function, donated $1 to the show. Thank you. This is something new.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Wow, this is cool. Yeah, I found out how to turn that feature on. So, thanks, Magic Tech Review. You are the first donor to Class vs. Crass. Yeah, Xenoblade. As soon as I got my gear at like level 30, it exploded. I lost it or something, and I haven't played it since. I didn't like that.
Did you ever get a mech?
Yeah, that's what happened. I got the mech. I went out and played with it. I blew it up, and I couldn't find out where to fix it.
You just go back to your hub.
I know what I'm supposed to do, but it's bugged out. Like it wasn't showing up.
Okay.
So
that sounds like user error.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, I didn't like it. I couldn't get into it. My number 4, I really want this. I want this bad. I want a Star Fox multiplayer on Switch, like using the same engine as Star Fox Zero. Maybe different controls. I'm not attached to the controls. Probably different controls. But give me online multiplayer dogfights in Star Fox, please.
Okay. My number 4 is something basic, but it's something that's needed for the success of the system, and that would be Call of Duty, WWE, and Madden coming onto the Switch this year. I think 2 out of 3 are pretty much going to be a lock, I feel. I feel like you will see Call of Duty and you will see Madden. WWE is a little more up in the air. You might have to wait till next year for that. But I think 2 out of 3 you'll definitely see this year. And that's not necessarily for me. Like, granted, I would check out Call of Duty strictly because it has that portability aspect. and I think you could do a lot with that. As far as like LAN parties and individual screen multiplayer. Madden is just it's a staple. It's a staple game. It's a game that sells well every year. A console quality Madden on the go could potentially move systems. So I don't know.
I agree. I wouldn't want to buy any of those, but they'd be good for moving the system. Sergeant Crack, if we get co-op Star Fox, you and me.
Am I doing number 3 or are you?
Yeah, sure. Go for
it. Number 3 would be Nintendo properties and Skyrim. Obviously, Skyrim's going to have to be shown off at E3, and you can't just get up there and be like, we've got the full game of Skyrim, but you can take it with you because it's an old game. It has to have something. You can do things. You can do the whole portability aspect with upcoming releases like Call of Duty, WWE, Madden. You can make that a crutch to make it appealing. But a game that was released, 5-6 years ago, no, you can't do that. You have to have something. I mean, it's just like with Minecraft.
Yeah.
Was the last version sold. They put some Mario skins on it and ended up selling well. Minecraft, once again, is coming out for the Switch. It's going to have, 4 players at once on one system.
Yeah.
And it has all the Mario skins, and it's the first Minecraft where you can, take a big Minecraft world with you wherever you go. So that has that appeal. A game like Skyrim, I don't feel does.
I'd be curious to see. So, I haven't played Skyrim, so to me it doesn't matter whether it has the Nintendo stuff or not. If it does, it's great. But I'm just thinking as contrast, Bayonetta, the first one, I hadn't played that. They added in the Nintendo costumes to it. I never used it once. So to a player like me, I don't care. Now, did you play Bayonetta before the Wii U?
Yeah, but I didn't finish it.
Okay. Did you use the costumes at all?
I did.
Okay.
I liked them. I thought they were cool.
Oh. I was curious to see the Bayonetta sales for the Wii U, but they don't have them on PG charts. They only have Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U.
Well, because it wasn't sold individually at retail. It was only sold digitally.
Right.
Individually.
Yeah. And
digitally, individually.
What?
So, yeah, they probably never released that information all.
Thank you, Rao Izzy, for the donation. Man, this is awesome. Moving up in the world, Sean.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you doing number 2 or am I?
Me. So I've already said online service, Star Fox multiplayer. This one, I think it's again more for the prosperity of the Switch, but a GameCube Virtual Console, I think it would be nice to have, and I would like to see it announced.
Okay, that's fair. I think it's in the works, but my number 2 is a surprise eShop game released during E3. They seem to always release something during E3. Like the past 2 years, I'm pretty sure they've done something like that. So I would like to see something for the Switch.
2 titles, now that you mentioned that, that would be amazing. That would go with the GameCube release. You release Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing, the titles that were for the GameCube.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be cool.
I think it would play very well because they're clearly trying to push Fire Emblem as a major IP now. And Animal Crossing is still supposed to get a mobile app later this year. So it only makes sense.
That's right. It is. I forgot all about that.
Well, I feel like the impact of the Nintendo mobile games has really do you remember Fire Emblem? That buzzed for what, a week? I don't know anybody who plays.
It's a mobile game. That's how mobile games work.
Even Mario, like when Mario Mario Run came to Android, it was a buzz for a day. Not even.
Well, because it had been out on iOS for so long.
Yeah, and it kind of didn't do that well apparently. So, yep, it's you. Up to you. Number 2.
I've already done number 2. That would be a surprise eShop game released during E3.
Oh man, I don't got my mind there. Okay, my number 2 then, and this one here is a new one, and I'd be really excited for it. But a Mario and Luigi Switch game. Bring the Mario and Luigi franchise to the Switch. HD graphics.
Like the RPG?
The RPG, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And you're number 1.
All right, you doing number 1?
You do
Number 1. The Netflix-like subscription service for the Switch. Give it to me, baby.
You are lame. That's your number 1.
What? Do you know how great that would be? Do you know how many systems that would sell?
I don't. I really don't. People are gonna drop
because
$500 to have Netflix on their on the Switch.
What the hell are you Did you listen to me? Netflix-like subscription service for games.
Oh shit! Okay, no, I wasn't listening.
I don't care about damn Netflix and Pornhub. Oh, that would be cool. But no, I want games, man.
Okay.
A Netflix-like subscription service for games.
All right. Thanks, Jack, for agreeing. And my number 1 is a new Metroid on Switch, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to be teased or announced because Reggie has teased for Metroid fans to keep an eye on E3. So I don't think we're going to get Metroid this year, but I think we're going to get a trailer at E3.
Okay. I don't know, man.
Too heavy of a year for you?
It would be too. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
You're gonna blow your load with a Splatoon, a Zelda, a Mario, and a Metroid, and a spin-off Fire Emblem, and
blow it, man. Blow. Now is the time to blow the load. It's been holding back for 3 years. It's time.
Yeah, but then what do you do in the future? A new Xenoblade? Like you've pretty much exhausted a lot of your big IPs.
Yeah.
If you do that.
Well, if they want to do one of their IPs every 2 months, you know, gotta go.
Okay, and then what do you end up doing when you do that? When you go through everything and all you have left is Pokemon and Smash?
I don't know, but
you just cancel
so
the system.
Nintendo is trying to ramp up their systems very fast to get third party. So ideally, by that time, you got third party starting to fill in the gaps.
Right, but you're still creating a massive gap by I don't know.
I
think that would be
too fast.
Yeah, you gotta build it up, like so it's solid as a rock.
The first 10 months, man. First 10 months are very heavy.
Yeah, more so than any console in recent memory.
You've got your open world game. You've got your competitive fighters. You've got your 3D platformer. You've got your competitive shooter. Like you've got every genre. You got your racing game. You have every genre knocked off in the first 10 months.
First 10 years.
First 10 years, you got it all.
Hey, we're only we're less than a month away from my Street Fighter
and ARMS.
When does that come out?
Just before Too Many Games, so right after E3.
Oh yeah, well, that's like 2 months.
A month and a half.
Okay.
Can't wait to beat you up with Min Min.
Shut up. Okay, so I guess we went through
we're done.
all of our things.
Yep. Let's talk about some headlines now. Well, the big headline is the surprise new 2DS XL that dropped last week. In the evening of all times, I get the email at 9 p.m. on a Thursday night. Hey, by the way, here's some new hardware for you to play with. WTF, Nintendo.
Yeah, that was interesting, but I think we both made videos on it. As far as our thoughts.
We did, but let's converse on our thoughts.
Okay.
I didn't watch your video.
You start.
I'm sorry.
I didn't watch your video.
Really? Okay.
Oh.
So the conversation I have here.
Maybe I did.
I'm going to assume you're on my side here, but the conversation that's happening in the community is, oh my God, they're killing off the Switch, or they're hurting the Switch's launch. Which I can't even say that with a straight face.
Timeout. We all know there's only one individual who said that.
No, there's more than one individual.
Who else?
You had someone in your comment section say it.
Oh, that's like a child who doesn't need to have the internet. There was lots of grammatical errors and stuff.
Okay.
I'm talking about.
But there are adults.
I'm talking about an adult. Adult who thinks that.
There are adults who are gamers who think that this is going to harm the Switch's launch.
No. That would be like saying the 3DS coming out with a 3DS game would hurt the Switch at launch. You know what I'm saying? It's just a revision of the hardware. I think I can't. It's a million degrees in here, Bente. I think all it means is the death of 3D gaming.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's all it means, and that's what the whole crux of my video was. It's cheaper to make games without 3D enabled features. Hey, Pikmin doesn't feature any stereotropic 3D. And the 2DS, 3DS lineup is just going to be it's basically going to be the cheapest platform. Every platform that's out there right now in 2017 has to be an HD game. Every platform except for that platform. So it'll be a way for, developers to make cheap games that don't need a big, return on sales and stuff. That's why those games are $30-$40 at retail when they come out, because they don't cost a lot to make. Compare Hey Pikmin's budget to Super Mario Odyssey's budget. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just it literally means like nothing.
Yeah, I think it's a great move. So if you haven't seen my video on my little channel, I argue that the 2DS and the Switch are completely different markets. The death of 3D, I won't miss it. Goodbye. I've never used it. I don't care. And the 2DS is very sexy. It's way more the new 2DS XL, way more sexy looking, way more protective because of the clamshell design. And I really think that this is the product that you would give to your child or to your
it looks like a kid's product, like the grooves on top of it and stuff. It looks like it's made for me to throw it on the ground or drop it in the sand at the play box or the sandbox or whatever.
Yeah,
because I'm a stupid kid and I don't know any better.
And especially when you hold it next to the Switch looks like a sophisticated device, and we are already seeing that the main demographic of people who are buying the Switch are males from like 22 to 34, something like that. It's adult males who are buying the Switch. So this 2DS fills that gap for the... It's a cheaper gap. And you even look at it as gaming. If you want to get into gaming, you got your PC gaming, your PS4, your Xbox One. Does that even count? Does anybody buy that anymore? And then the Switch, and then you have the 3DS without the 3D, if you will, owning this complete lower tier of gaming, because the Vita, let's face it, nobody buys a Vita anymore.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading comments.
Okay. So yeah, why don't you start off the lightning round while you're there?
So this is the lightning round in this video. What we're going to be doing or in this thing, make sure you join us. Join us on the podcast. Just ask questions. I don't care about the new Prey. Like, I could buy it on the PS4. I don't care. I know that there is a demo of it. I had a couple friends download it and they actually didn't really care for it, so I don't know. Destiny 2 for Switch? Probably not.
I don't think so.
But then again, I mean, I don't know.
I'd rather see Overwatch than Destiny 2.
Same. And I don't even like Overwatch. But
also,
Destiny is just...
Here's my question on third-party online games. We already know, apparently, that the Nintendo Online service is going to be like way cheap, half the price of the other ones. So does that mean you get you save so you would get portability and a cheaper cost to entry to playing online with first person shooters or third party multiplayer on console if you had the Switch. That came out completely segmented, but do you understand what I mean?
Sort of, not really.
Why would anybody buy a third party game on the PS4, Xbox One if you can access online for half the price and have portability on the Switch?
Because it'll look better on the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
How many garlic sauces am I going to kill tonight? At least 2. Did you guys hear the rumor of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the 3DS eShop? I did.
Want to give away?
What are your thoughts on? Okay. What are your thoughts on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe outselling The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild according to Amazon? It actually was the #1 selling game in the UK as well, which is the first time a Nintendo game has been #1 in the UK since 2011.
Ew.
Yep, and it was, I think, Pokemon White was the game that was #1. So, I mean, I knew it was going to outsell Zelda. Like I said, I mean, Mario Kart 8 sold 8.5 mil on a 14 mil install base, which is astronomical.
Crazy, it's crazy because the Switch's install base is so small. It's crazy that it's doing better than the Wii U version already in terms of launch.
Yeah. Pokemon Stars this year, exclusive to the Switch or dual release on 3DS. I think this year's Pokemon game will be a dual release. After that, you know, the 3DS is pretty much going to come to a close next year.
Wait.
But I think
you think Stars is going to be a 3DS and a Switch release?
Whatever Pokemon game comes out this year is going to be on both systems.
I don't know.
Do you want to sell systems? That's how you do it.
Put our faces on it.
Mario teaches typing for Nintendo Switch. It's not bad.
Could Mario Maker work on Switch?
Of course it could. It has a touch screen.
Yeah.
Ow, shit! Got my finger stuck in the desk. Hurt. Will we ever get a co-op Mario 64-esque game? Like a 3D platformer or like an actual...
Isn't
like
that Mario 3D World?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Katamari on Switch? I freaking wish, dude. I miss Katamari.
That...
You know what would have been perfect for Katamari? The damn 3DS. But hey.
Would have been. Where did that franchise go? Did it go to the Vita and die there?
Yeah.
Wow. It would be good for the Switch. It's a nice pick up and play game.
Do you have Tums for the garlic sauce? Actually, I need to order this pizza now. I have something.
Really? You can't wait 10 minutes to order your pizza?
Well, that's going to take 10 additional minutes for it to get to my house. So,
okay.
No, I can't.
All right. I'll take over while you order. What's on your pizza, sir?
I'll probably get the Canadian bacon and chicken.
What about pineapple?
Okay. Let's just stop right there.
Are you one of those pineapple deniers?
It doesn't belong on pizza.
Oh my god. Do you know what
gross.
Do you know what I discovered by accident a few years back? And I'm sure a lot of people are going to think this is gross, but
did you have a penis?
it was quite an amazing day when that happened. But it's pineapple and green olives. The sweet.
Yeah, that sounds
yeah, it does sound disgusting.
It literally sounds like vomit.
It sounds disgusting, but it has it blends very well. The sweet and salty, just like Mary's very nice.
Grilled chicken and Canadian bacon with Roma tomatoes and light cheese.
That's like everything North America eats now: chicken, bacon, and cheese. Everything.
Shut up.
It's disgusting. Oh, Assassin's Creed. I also heard that that's not coming to the Switch.
Are you saying that Obi-Wan is wrong?
I'm saying a source told me it's not coming, and I believe that source more than Obi-Wan.
So I want to see her. What is a mist twist? Lemon lime. I'll get one of those. That sounds
Okay,
good.
RC Cola. Pineapple is a fruit and does not belong on pizza. A tomato can be argued to be a fruit.
But it's more of a vegetable.
Why is it more of a vegetable?
Because it is. Just stop it.
It's a fruit.
Stop being a weirdo. Stop. You're being a weirdo.
Okay.
Doesn't belong on a pizza.
Our comments are now in Pizza Land instead of in gaming.
I
Beyond
can get free breadsticks.
free breadsticks, eh?
Boys, we're getting the free breadsticks.
It's not going to help your figure for too many games.
It's not going to help it.
So we've got Beyond Good and Evil will be at E3 is what the middle-aged gamer is saying. I don't know, because
Maybe.
Ubisoft recently said mature games don't sell on Nintendo platforms. Which every time I hear that, I just want to slap someone.
That's rude, Jason. You shouldn't hit people.
It's not hit, it's slap. What is it? This is abuse. This is discipline. That's right.
Wow, I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never heard of that?
Is that some 50 Shades of Grey shit?
I don't know. I've never seen the movie or read the book.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
I'm sure you have.
I haven't actually. I wouldn't be ashamed to say
Pizza
if I
Maker
had.
for the Switch.
Pizza Maker?
Let's do it. All right, so we're getting a pizza, a 2-liter cold Sierra mist twist. I believe that used to be Sierra Mist, and a free breadstick because I'm a loyal customer.
Marinara
Place my
dipping
order.
sauce. And how much does that cost?
Delivered for everything plus tip, $17.
Wow, that's very reasonable.
But they let you use PayPal too, so I just use my PayPal moonies. Dun, 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 dun. Will we see Star Wars games for the Switch?
Oh no.
No, probably not. They only do that one game. That's the stupid Battlefield Online, Battlefront, whatever. That's so pathetic. That whole announcement thing was so pathetic. There's not going to be season passes. Woohoo! Like, are you kidding?
Can you rewind a bit?
that-
What are you talking about?
The new Star Wars game, and how everyone was like dancing in the streets that there wasn't going to be a season pass.
So
Like, that's pathetic.
So what is it?
That's what you get excited about.
You get the game? Like you get to play the game?
Fuck no. They're just gonna microtransaction the hell out of it. Everyone knows that. Oh, you want that gun? That'll cost you. Oh, you want that costume? That'll cost you.
I'm gonna order Domino's. All this freaking
I
pizza
guess
talk.
pizza.
Hate all of you. Supposed to not be eating pizza.
Who cares?
When will we get a new Donkey Kong? When's the last time we got a new Donkey Kong?
Never.
2013? It's been 4 years. Maybe next year.
Dun, 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 dun,
Stinky
dun,
Burner Alexander wants another code. Let's give another code away.
Give a code, man.
Okay. Got a question? I got a code.
What is the name of the Dollar General brand of beef jerky?
Come
I'm just looking
on.
for the brand
You
name.
can't ask American specific questions.
It's Google. It's the same. You asked a Japanese specific question. When did the Game Boy Color release in Japan? Once again, that is, what is the Dollar General brand of beef jerky? Just looking for the name.
President's choice.
No. And you're not eligible. "44 minutes?
For what?
Jesus.
Oh, for
My
your Papa
damn
John?
food. That's probably because there's a pay-per-view
God
tonight.
forbid you cook it yourself. That is pretty long, though, for a 9 o'clock delivery. Lego Star Wars,
Whatever.
probably. Yeah, that's probably the only Star Wars game we're going to have. which is a damn shame. There's so much potential. I wonder how does that work? Does EA get a cut of all the Lego Star Wars games? Because
It's
EA
not
has
Jack Link's, and it is good. I have a bag right next to me.
Hey,
The Dollar General brand. Eric Buzzard, baby. Eric Buzzard.
What is it?
Clover Valley.
Clover Valley.
Clover Valley. It's freaking good too. $3 a bag.
Yeah.
Delicious.
We're gonna make everybody hungry on this podcast.
That's fine.
Yeah. Do you know how that works? Do you think that who is it? Warner Brothers are the ones who has the Lego license, right? Do you think they need to pay a fee to EA to have a Star Wars Lego game?
I don't know. That is interesting.
I'd be curious to know what that is. What has Retro Studio been working on since Tropical Freeze? I'm telling you, it's probably a Metroid game. It's going to be announced at E3. Whatever they've been working on, we're going to find out in a month.
In E3 2018.
No. Final question from Tony. Do you think Nintendo will spoil us with new exclusive features in Super Mario Odyssey, aka Mario Adventure 3?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a huge game.
Huge. I'm pretty sure Mario Odyssey will be to the Mario series what Breath of the Wild was to Zelda.
Was that a political reference?
It wasn't. But I guess it is, if you think about it. But it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Retro games. They make games. Good, honest games.
Hey, speaking of, it wasn't really mature, but third-party games, whoa, look at all this spam.
Who's spamming?
Epic Dude.
Oh, you're cool, buddy. Bye-bye.
What was I going to say? Bomberman moved 500,000 units. That's like a quarter, 25% attach rate to the Switch. 25 to 30% attach rate. That is crazy. That is crazy.
It was a launch game.
Let's talk about that. That's another headline. We're going over a bit here. Do you think that's going to encourage Konami to bring some more stuff from the grave?
Yes.
You're a Konami boy, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've already talked about the potential for doing that.
That's like a lot of cash too. Like Bomberman wasn't cheap. That was what, $50?
Yeah, it was $50 US.
Wow. So that's what, 2.5
300 Canadian.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably outside of Metal Gear, it's probably one of their best-selling games in recent memory.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully that convinces the other third parties, like, hey, we can make money on Switch now. And yeah, I like that.
It's just like the Lego City game. The Lego City game, I think the only place where stats have come out is the UK, and the Switch version sold the best.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking it. I'm liking this change in story, where Nintendo is not at the bottom of the barrel. Hey, Jerps.
I'm putting Jeremy in timeout.
What for?
Someone put me in timeout on the Silvermania stream last night.
Aww.
I wasn't even being bad,
Aww.
and he's a moderator.
Aww. Some guy says they would need to pay Disney to license the Star Wars license. I don't think EA has an exclusive deal with EA. But that's the thing, some guy. I do believe that EA has an exclusivity deal for Star Wars video games.
Yes, I think they do as well.
Yeah. So that's why I think that part of the unless there was like a carved out piece, because Warner Brothers would have already they would have already known Warner Brothers would have done Lego, because they've been doing that for so many years. So maybe they carved out a piece saying except for Lego games. Who knows though. Havoc says Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was the best game on the Wii U. I would much rather have a sequel from Retro than a new Metroid. Donkey Kong is better than Metroid.
Probably a top 5 and top 10.
I haven't beaten it yet. But I picked up Tropical Freeze hot on the heels of beating Donkey Kong Country Returns, so it was like more of the same. So I got Donkey Kong fatigue. DK fatigue.
Yeah, that can happen.
If Nintendo made a first-person shooter, that shit would sell gangbusters. It's called Splatoon, and it is selling.
It's not first, it's the third, my boy.
Semantics. Bomberman didn't look interesting enough to me to justify the price. I agree, Eric. I did not buy it, but apparently 500,000 people disagree.
That's crazy.
When are we getting another Golden Sun game?
Never.
Never.
Give it up.
There's your answer. You're not getting one. Havoc, I've never enjoyed Metroid or any other Metroidvania style game. Wow. That's a unpopular opinion.
I feel bad for you. I feel like you're a sheltered person. Like one of those dogs that was like beat on and stuff. And then he gets his chance in the real world. And he doesn't know how to act.
Maybe. Nin Thomas says Mario Party 11 or reboot.
Oh, reboot, for Christ's sakes, please.
Please
do something with
reboot.
that franchise. Every Mario Party game I've played lately has sucked. The Wii U one sucked. The 3DS one sucked. They sucked.
What would you call it?
And somehow I ended up reviewing both of those. I don't even know how that happened.
And I'm the one with the kid. I would have been the better reviewer for that.
Would have, because as a 31-year-old male, they sucked.
What would you call the reboot? Party with Mario?
Mario Party.
You would just call it Mario Party.
Yeah, bring it back to the roots. Bring it back to the roots.
Okay. The new Mario Party. That's what they would do.
No.
You know that's what they'd do, though.
No.
Murasanero is on his way out. Metroid will be a first-person shooter with virtual reality headset. That's stretching it. Do you think Japanese third-party developers are more interested in making games for Switch than North American and European developers?
Yes. They always have been.
You modeling over there, sir?
No, I'm just getting a nice breeze up my shorts.
Up your skirt?
Okay, they're shorts.
How about a new Captain Rainbow game? Never played.
What the hell is Captain Rainbow? I have to Google it. There was a Captain Rainbow on the Wii. Let's look at the trailer.
Should I play it on here?
Is that Birdo?
Let's look at it together.
What the hell is this? A new Wii game where a man who plays a superhero for a kids show goes to a mysterious island and meets obscure Nintendo characters like Birdo and the guy from Golf for NES. What is this majestic game?
Huh. I love discovering these new gems.
Oh,
Whoa.
that
This is weird.
that Zoink game came in.
Oh yeah, did you try it?
I haven't tried it yet because it's been hot as hell in my game room.
Is this a Japanese only game?
Yeah. Huh.
So you're a superhero.
It's like that weird Konami game that came out on the Famicom that I have, where you play as different Konami characters in the same game. There's actually two of them. I forget the actual name of it.
That's a weird.
A video called Birdo is Male Proof video that has 231,000 views.
Okay.
Like, come on. Is that what YouTube's about?
Will Nintendo of Japan
Is this a women's match?
That's enough of you. Will Nintendo of Japan ever get a good host like Iwata was, or will we continue to get the weirdness of the Switch reveal presentation?
I like the one weird guy.
I like the magician guy.
Yeah.
Is that who you're referring to?
I think so.
The guy who was shaking the ice cubes.
Yeah. He's okay.
Like he's a good, comfortable kind of weird, not like the Splatoon 2 guy. That guy.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's gonna like sneak into my room at bedtime.
Question from Arfin. If the Switch keeps selling at a good pace and Western devs still don't support Nintendo, is this basically saying Western devs only care for specs and power?
No, because that's not true. They only care about money.
As any business would.
If they can make money, If they can make money, they will put anything on anything.
Magic Tech Review saying Sean showing leg to get more super chats. Hey, if it works,
I mean, it is
we're
what
going to
it
do
is.
this podcast without pants going forward.
Sometimes I do that.
We'll make it more obvious, though. Do you
Wow.
think we will get the Secret of Mana collection to come stateside?
I hope so.
I mean, we can't even get
think
the Disney
so.
Afternoon collection or that.
Okay, but the thing he's talking about is actually out or coming to the Switch.
Mario game where Bowser gets kidnapped and Peach is the protagonist. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's called Super Princess Peach on the.
Does she save Bowser though?
Oh, she says Bowser? No.
So Arfin says the magician guy's name is Koizumi-san.
Koizumi-san.
Koizumi-san. That just
Hero
rolls
praise.
right off the tongue. Although it's still owned by Microsoft, how would you feel if Scalebound would come only to the Switch? I'd be happy with it. I'd like to try that game.
You never will.
Never will. It's gone into the abyss.
Yeah, it's
Along with 1313 by LucasArts.
along with a lot of games that you can see on unseen64.net.
Oh, cool. Koizumi is the new face of Nintendo Direct. It does seem that way. Did you guys know that Mario Kart 8 is the first one is
Pokemon White.
first game in
So
UK
it'd be
since
no-
2011? Yep.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
I hope for E3 they don't make soft to make the social justice warrior or whatever they are happy. They don't make software, I hope is what you mean. And yes, Arfin pointing me out that Koizumi-san is the producer of the Mario Galaxy game. Wow, I did not know that. That is really good.
Koizumi-san.
And he's also the producer of Sunshine and Majora's Mask and Odyssey. Okay, this guy's got a very respectable reputation.
What about Lon D?
Who?
Nothing. It was a Shenmue reference.
Hey, we are over 100 consecutive viewers. Let's give out a code for that. I just noticed.
Okay.
Let's make it game related this time, please.
Why do I have to do the trivia? You sprung this on me at the last second.
Because I can.
What year was the Famicom released in Japan?
Oh, going to Japan again.
We mean again. You were the reason for Japan.
I am the reason. Will you guys talk about Nintendo of Japan allowing Senra Kagura during their presentation? You mean the booby stuff? I think that was brilliant. What better way to get into headlines than saying we have tech that simulates boobies? How do you feel about that, Sean?
I don't care.
Well,
Jack
you're
Gates.
boring. You're boring. Jack Gates.
Jack Gates is the winner.
Jack Gates, reach out to us on social media, Nintendo enthusiast Sean or myself at HJ Official, Jack Gates, and we will send you your code as soon as we go off air. And that is for a code of Cube Life on the Wii U. What's the answer? Did you say the answer?
Yeah. 83.
83. Okay. We'll probably, Mohammed says we'll probably get a Titanfall 3 announcement at E3. I don't think so.
Why?
Didn't Titanfall 2 bomb?
It didn't do great.
I would love to see a Contra remake. Someone said Contra would be rad. Like I like how I like how we're getting all these remakes, like Blaster Master. What's that one? The Dragon Boy, Wonder Boy, whatever.
Yeah.
I would love to see Contra redone that way, like HD visuals. Some beautiful stuff. Animal Crossing Switch at E3 asks King Avery Games. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if it's gonna be an Animal Crossing Switch. It's gonna be Animal Crossing of some type, whether the GameCube on Virtual Console or another 3DS one.
They're gonna do Animal Forest.
A what?
N64 version. Animal Forest.
Animal Forest.
Coming back.
We're at 26 likes now, 0 hates. Do you think we will get Dreamcast on Virtual Console? It's possible.
Probably not.
Why not?
Possible, but why?
Make money.
Yeah, and then you have all the licensing of those games. So what are you just going to do? Sega games? Or are you going to do...
Hyper Art says he was before Jack. Was he?
He wasn't.
Can you double check? God of War on Switch. Yeah, never. Pac-Man remake. No. We don't need no Pac-Man.
I don't even see Hyper Art's thing. Hyper Art put 1983 after about 4 other people.
Okay, there you go.
So no.
Sakurai next game, Kid
paste.
Icarus Uprising sequel on the Switch. That'd be good. Kid Icarus on the Switch. I'd like to see that. It's a nice IP that they can start, growing.
All right, I need a drink and a cigarette. What are we doing here? We're 15 minutes over. It's not even a special guest.
We are the special guests.
Okay.
Do you think Activision would hire Treyarch and port Call of Duty World War II for the Switch? What? Why are you laughing?
You're not a special guest. I think you'll see Call of Duty on the Switch, so they may be the ones to do it for sure.
All right, and we answered all the questions, so we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. First night with Super Chat, which was awesome. Thank you to the donors. Thank you to all the live viewers for getting us over 100. Thank you for following the show for now 2 years. And do you want to thank anybody, Sean?
Everyone. I want to thank everyone.
Even your mom?
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. So, yeah, we're going to be here again next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We do this podcast every night. So if this is your first time joining us, be sure to subscribe for more Nintendo goodness. I don't know what we're going to do next week, if we have a topic or if we're going to bring in a guest. I have to figure that out. What else? Indie Corner, new Indie Corner went up today. So if you want to check out if there's any indie games that you might have missed in April, I update you on all the indie games that have been released on the Switch, so do check that out. We have a review of Mario Kart 8 that went up, and yeah, lots of good stuff to look forward to. Also, because E3 is a month away, now would be a good time to watch the History of Nintendo at E3, which is a 1 hour and 20 minute special here on the Nintendo Enthusiast channel. It's a 4-part video that came out last summer, and it chronicles the whole story of Nintendo from 1995 to 2016 at E3. So do check that out if you haven't already. Sean, what are you up to?
I'm just chilling, man, doing my thing and writing stuff and making videos and having fun and enjoying life.
And yeah, sure. Whoever had the second place, since there seems to be a discrepancy with what was his name?
What
was his name?
Jack Gates, or Jack Gates was the winner.
The winner.
I'm not sure.
HyperArt 64 says. So HyperArt, you know what? I'll give you a code too. We got enough to go around. HyperArt, message me on social media. I'll send you a code too for Cube Life.
Aww.
Because we are that awesome here. We try to be. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep it classy, or as Sean would say,
keep it crassy.
Just like that. Sing us away, sir.
Bum, I'm not singing. You know what? You sing. Piece of shit. You sing. Tone deaf bastard.
When the night. I don't know the lyrics. Dun, dun,
As
dun,
calm.
dun, dun. The land is calm. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
20 minutes till my pizza's here.
Stand by me. Oh, RGT, RGT, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand
Are we off?
by me?